No, the damage from Kuro, that impetus hits much harder when you're fleeing.
And this is the thing, it's shifted a bit. BP, they've got lead. I don't think it's big enough right now. They didn't get any towers, and because Weeha now has a Yul, suddenly that kill potential is there. Before the side was picked up, yeah, Redzo can play, oh, I see 3 heroes, 4 heroes, I just walk away. Now he is threatened. Weeha immediately will transition and get that tier 1 bottom. He's going to open up the map for mind control. He'll be able to farm a couple of these Radiant camps and shove in this bottom lane continuously. And you can see the stacking as well.
Oh, wow.
Like this.
Isn't that a little dangerous to do against Bat Rider?
A little bit.
I feel like if Resolution somehow stumbled upon this, he's just telling his team it's gold.
They see the sentry and sentry and ward placed. That's cool though, because if you're not paying attention, and maybe I guess it's like a way to guys the fact that just get both of them. Kuro's gonna probably trade his life here. To take out the ward and sentry.
A classic 5 sacrifice, killing himself in order to de-ward.
Alright, just Kuman, get aggressive. You're strong. Your only big thing right now is the Chronosphere. It's just about Nigma taking this big property. They want to initiate with Wii, cast out his stuns and poke a bit, force and just kind of drag VP forwards, and then hit with the Chronosphere. And here it is, TV from Miracle coming out.
Oh, Yul Scepter actually going down. Right as that Chrono. The damage is still going to be enough to wipe out his own eventually here, but Weeha has to commit so much. In fact, he's going to Yul Scepter himself, and then he's going to dodge the Snapfire damage, but Resolution hot on his tail, hits the flame break, bounces back over the side. Resolution just needs one hit, and that's good enough. Escapes onto the high ground. Away he goes. Now he's going to go hit the last one. A Miracle as well. Science is here, but Rookie to chain that stun. Double kill for Rezo, and the chase continues. Kuman turns into a Darkseer, says, forget about it. Let's just take that middle tower, because that was a winning engagement.
That was not miscommunication from Nigma. That was a self-Yules from the Razor. Really well done. Just as the Chrono comes out, Weeha almost himself Miracle, a bit aggressive, just trying to smack Rezo in the face, but he's happy feet. He jukes the stop, gets the last out, an easy kill. There's a Morph just waiting on the low ground, and there's that critical mid tower finally falling to the side of VP as we about hit 16 minutes, a substantial gold lead for the hometown heroes.
Yeah. You said that you want to make a big rotation into the mid lane, and you need to keep spread out and make sure there's no, more than 2 hero Chrono. Well, in that situation, there was only a 1 hero at a time. It was either the Morphling or the Razor. Miracle had to make a choice. And unfortunately for Nigma, that choice, well, it was a poor one. 11-2, 5,000 net worth lead. Nigma, though, trying to defend their own jungle here. Quite tanky, now gonna reveal himself off that Invis rune, instantly gets Yul Scepter up. Now Teal's been flowing in as well. A lot of damage from Laguna Blade as well. Yul Scepter dodging that last shot, but Miracle, he's gonna commit for the kill with the time locked in. He needs one more hit, and he will be able to get it, but he time locked in. He'll be able to walk back out fast enough, unless, no, he actually does manage to get a little bit of distance here, and Kuman can't pursue fast enough, especially with 3-man stuff, slowing him. Miracle, in and out, he escapes.
Exactly, dude. If you're Nigma, Miracle, he doesn't have Chrono, so VP want to play aggressive. They're making the right move, but they're a little antsy there. They were, what, 200 gold off a blink on Rezo? Wait for that, then make this move. I think they find a kill there on Wii if Rezo had trusted that he'd get fed the cookie, but it's one of those weird scenarios. We talk about Snapfire being broken. The cookie is an insane spell, but it does require some pretty intense coordination to make it look as good as it did in the early game for VP.
Especially on a team that is probably still figuring some things out. They probably have that sort of second nature read of their teammates, like Nigma certainly should have anyway, as they've been playing for quite some time together.
Yeah, this is reminds me of one of those boxing matches where you got one guy looking for the knockout as he slowly loses the fight. That's Nigma in this game. Because you have one team fight around Roche where they catch 3 in an Echo, Chrono, Selena stun combo. Like, that just blows open the game for them. That's what they're looking for. They're comfortable losing slowly, so to speak, because they know they only need that one shot, and suddenly this is their game. But for now, gotta play a little cautious. VP's on the hunt. All 5 heroes, the enemy side of the river. And there's the blink. Now they can heroes.
A blink for Bat Rider and a blink for the Doom. That is a significant upgrade in initiation for VP.
So they're not exactly amateurs. They're aware of what's going on here. And if you want to play our jungle, well, we're just hearing you. This is the traditional response. Something they did to great effect way back even TI when they were the victors.
And the best part is Mind Control's even pushing out this top lane, so they're getting both the side lanes pushed in right now.
This is a really good maneuver, right? Because you'd think, oh, well, Darkseer will play the bottom, but that's actually become the safe space for Nigma to play in, so it's actually MC that now swaps to top, because really, this is totally dead lane. As a Void, if you play here, well, VP already want to kill you. If you place yourself on your side of the map, now even if they don't kill you, they'll be right in front of one of your towers.
Yep. Early grab here on a curl. Minning fourth, E5 position, and captain of Nigma. You could see they maintained a spread even as they were getting that kill. They just didn't want to overcommit too much. They know they've got him dead to rights, just don't group up.
Ooh, blink that reveal and wait.
Resolution very far forward here. The ET is going to snap, and it's going to do a lot of damage, but it's still not enough. Resolution with 1,600 HP. Alina and the ET's arsenal is not quite good enough.
Outposts in 30 seconds. VP only want to control this bottom one, but you can see Nigma. They know what's up here. They want the experience bounty. Yeah, I like the choice of the blink on Wii because we keep talking about it, but the team fight's there for Nigma. It's the poke. It's the distraction. Don't let VP get confused, so they clump up, and suddenly there's a chrono, and then the team fight's yours. But if you don't make them panic, they're going to easily be able to play around these big AoE abilities. Scouting out the Roche's curl makes sense. 1-to-1 outpost split. Looks like the runes will be 2 for 2 as well. Not bad when you're 5k gold behind.
They just are refusing to really commit to one side lane or the other here. Like Kuman will clean up that top lane for sure, but they're really sticking around this mid lane.
I think I would have liked the Doom to grab a Shadow Blade instead of the Blink, just to mix up their initiation potential.
Okay.
And also, it's just so much easier to play bottom, right? Miracle is consistently bouncing around this lane, and then ability to scout out. Plus, avoid your fast fingers.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
All right, well, they will make a commitment now here in the top lane. What I like about all these heroes, hey, we're pushing top, we're pushing top. Miracle, of course, is going to be like, all right, playing the opposite side of the map. Zayix is not showing himself. He's hiding behind this tower, waiting for Miracle to finally show himself in the creep wave.
It's a really good point, because if Doom showed top, right, Miracle has no problem shoving this bottom lane.
Dyer's
but
top tower
standing
is
down
falling.
here, Zayix also represents that he's top behind his Morphling. It's a really important, like, just, we can see him, obviously, because they can't. This slows down Nigma's ability, split push as Miracle, as he enters the lane, the TP from side. But that's cool. He just showed and got out, right? He wants to keep VP thinking about bottom lane instead of the juicy objectives over on this half of the map.
So that's really cool, right? A win-win scenario where he basically either is going to kill Miracle or prevent him from pressuring the tower. This now turns into a situation where they can control Roshan and trade it to the tier 2 if they want to. They can't commit 5 people up to this lane once because an Aegis would be prime right now for VP.
Oh yeah, they really want this pickup, but there is an ET Spirit. You have no problem scouting this out.
I know, but not sure if it's enough for Nigma to actually. I mean, they've got all this team fight. Surely you're going to be funneling towards it, right? But it doesn't look like they're going to make that call.
The thing is, VP don't have a medallion nor any natural ability to take Roche. There's 2 ways to kill Roshan in Dota 2. Either do it without taking damage or do it real damn fast. VP have neither available. Thus, this is a much heavier risk than it would be under usual circumstances.
So, so in your opinion, do you think that Nigma is calling VP's bluff and saying they're not going to do Roshan?
Look at the net worth, and yeah, exactly that. To the point you made earlier, you can see that. They will find mind control. It's about time. Like, this gold advantage has actually started shifting into their favor. VP, the ones looking to make plays, they're the ones with the edge.
Oh, I thought a pick off like that, boom, you go back to Roshan. But VP is trying to play it now. They rotate multiple heroes down to bottom, seeing if they can catch Miracle. Miracle, though, tries to their trick, but maybe not good enough. He actually gets caught by Resolution, pulled back into the Doom. A clever play from his pro is going to result in a kill on the enemy carry. May lose Zayix here as Weeha's going to try and commit for the kill, but doesn't actually get it. And now it's going to be 2 of them. Weeha and GH in trouble. Snapfire going to lose his ultimate here, doing a decent amount of damage. Weeha stops it with his LSA. Now trying to retreat, but sticky napalm building up. Now no one hits as well. A secondary kill, this time on the mid. All 3 cores now die back.
the radiant.
Just at the same time.
That's how you got to do it. If you're because no one's really helping you in terms of damage output. You just need to provide adequate distraction. Look at Kuro as well on the back end. This is how you got to play if you're VP. You got the edge now. You're about to have a KB on no one. Keep playing fast. Get these powers and just keep sweeping them out. Nigma have yet to get that decisive 5-on-5 they're going to be looking for, but they're going to be
middle tower
approaching
is
the timing
under
where they're
attack.
comfortable to take it. Probably about when this Aegis expires.
Big ticket items for VP. BKB for no one. E-Blade for the Morphling. They even get an aura item in the Vlad's the Doom.
This is just fine. This is the Morph is going to thrive. He's got E-Blade, got the Aegis, bit of a gold advantage, but late game, everything's equalized. I don't care what your farm is. Don't care if you have a Satanic. Status resist is irrelevant. You get caught in that bubble, you get enough damage, you're going down. Nice pick off here. It looks like
Radiant
good
courier.
die. One more.
Bottle. The ball comes out. It's still not enough. Runs the hiding,
Dire's
but
middle tower
the
is
Dragon's
under
Flame will
attack.
run him over. Now Solo, he's gonna get caught as well. A first hit back
Dire's
for
middle
Miracle.
tower has fallen.
Pretty easy. Virtus Pro slipping up just a little bit here, feeding away some kills.
And you can see Nigma, they're confident playing this way because they were all 5. And even into the
Dire's
Aegis,
middle tower is
the thing
under
is,
attack.
yeah, you might be able to inevitably turn a fight, but what Nigma will do is they'll put all the resources, they'll pop the chrono, they'll get kills, and they'll let you take support and then
Dire's
get
top
out.
tower
And more
is
importantly,
under attack.
those fights, those kills, they're happening on the
Radiant's
VP
bottom tower
side of
is
the
under
map. You
attack.
don't want to look engage around where Kuman is now because it's just a lose-lose scenario. You make a mistake, you're going to be forced to buy back now because VP are on your high ground.
So in your metaphor of a boxer just looking for that knockout punch, Nigma has
Radiant's
scored a
bottom
couple
tower is
hits
under
here, a
attack.
couple strikes, but nothing major. It's really that one big team fight that will turn around this entire game. And Virtus Pro, they haven't given it
Dire's
to him
top
just
tower
yet.
is under
It's a
attack.
big concern though, because VP, they looked great against Secret as well, but just one or two mistakes really cost them that series.
And that's the thing when you play against teams of this caliber, you're going to need to beat them. They are not going to give you anything for free. You're going to have to take what you want against their will. And that's what VP's looking to do right now as they hunt down Nigma. This is sketchy.
Yeah.
You don't want to approach an area of the map where Nigma have control. Choke points are terrifying.
Kuro led them straight to a high ground war.
Yeah, exactly.
He was saying, come to me, chase me, group up. And Zayt, he actually reads that situation here. Now he is going to be caught by the old Scepter, trying to deward this, and is going to instantly get bopped. But at the same time, Miracle actually jumping forward and catching Resolution as well. VP, once again, slipping up and losing two of their heroes. As long as they don't lose any more, though, this is still recoverable. No one's being chased, and BKB going to have to pop it for fear of, well, actually, for fear of a lot of things. He has to turn around and use Scepter up Miracle, but Miracle still has another time walk ready to go. He had Chrono Spear, but the high ground and a buyback from Zayt.
Yep.
They were terrified of going Girl, well, you know, sometimes those things just happen.
But that's the name of the game, right? Nigma, they pull you in.
Yep.
Find the kill. Yeah, kill Crow. We don't care. And now, because Batrider's still dead and they have Chrono, just go straight back in. VP, you're not going to read this when it's a 4-on-4.
They smoked up, and they could have gone for Kuman there, but he has the Aegis. They want a better opportunity. That's why, like, no one such an important kill.
Yeah, and you notice again, what are they playing around? A vision. That's the name of the game. This is high-tier Dota 2. At the end of the day, skill disparity, not really there. But if I have Warrior and you don't, my
Zayt, they he bought back, so it's still a worthy kill. It's not the big team fight they're hoping for. That may still come. It's Virtus Pro. They're actually trying to the Miracle. They're going to take out the clock. He's gone. He does have a buyback. Joe High Control is committed already as well, and his vacuum. He's going to be chased down by another one. Managed to get that kill. 2 dead on the side of Nigma, and it's just full out retreat. But it's Kuro who's going to get caught on the end as well.
And that's how you got to do it if you're VP. You look at this Nigma lineup, what they're really missing is any sort of save. You've got counter initiation, you've got combo break, but there's nothing to actually save your void. That's why, if you look at Miracle, he's got the Lincoln queued up, and then all of a sudden, that's all
Radiant structures
now,
are fortified.
big window to perhaps
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I love how both teams like
Dire's middle
scored a
tower is
small
under
pickoff,
attack.
and then the other side they
Dire's middle tower has
win at them
fallen.
again.
Yeah.
You know, like Nigma lets
Dire's middle
their
barracks
Panthers
are under
smoke up and
attack.
win again. VP's thing with Zayt. As a result of that team fight, they're going to be able to sneak in both the tier 3 and possibly the melee barracks. late.
Dyer's
annoying.
middle barracks
Yeah, that repair
have
kit's
fallen.
only going to be finished off, and Kuman will be able to jump back with a waveform. Nigma are very desperate to be able to catch somebody here. That's why they surge up GH. He's going to try and run down Solo. Solo doesn't quite make it over the cliff, but it actually results in Weehaw blinking a little bit too far forward. Dodges the LSA as well. Solo. Who is this man? He's juking and diving all over the place now. He's left entirely alone, so eventually he will die. But it was cute, it was clever, and you got to give him props.
I haven't seen a salamander make moves like that since that Planet Earth documentary, when all the snakes came out of nowhere and he had to
He just started booking it across the sand. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Man, not bad. This is a VP, but look, it's 21-9. The gold is only 7K, and VP certainly in control. This is their game, but the thing is, it's not one of those scenarios where, you know, you've got some ground Medusa lineup where you can say, oh, it's their game. No. This is still their game to win, because it's them who are going to have the onus of continuing to make these plays. They've yet to make any critical mistakes. So far, it's been all VP, but that can shift in the blink of an eye if Nigma get that critical
Radiant's
opportunity.
middle tower is under attack.
Man, in fact, we've only seen the one Chronosphere this entire game,
Yeah.
have we not? And it was on half of a hero.
Look at him following this courier. Finally, they're hoping it would lead them back to a hero or
Radiant
something,
courier
but eventually
has been
they just
killed.
take what they can get,
Radiant's
much like
top tower
they
is
do
under attack.
earlier. 30-minute marker
Radiant's top
approaching.
tower
Both
has
sides,
fallen.
actually, they've swapped sides in control of the outpost. VP now playing the bottom
Dyer's
and
bottom
right
tower
side
is
of the
under
map.
attack.
They've got some gold to collect. The tier 1 and tier
Dyer's
2
bottom
still
tower
standing.
has
When you
fallen.
are stronger than your enemy, you feel that. You might as well just plug that free net worth that's on the map.
And also to bring up, it's very important against ET. Look at that morph
Dyer's
armor, right? He has
bottom tower
50
is
at the
under
moment.
attack.
The only armor that's relevant, if ET's near him, be that little +3 from the Vlad.
Right.
They need to get more
Dyer's
and more
bottom
of it,
tower
so that
has
he doesn't just
fallen.
get 100 to 0'd by somebody like Miracle in this span of a couple of seconds.
Radiant's
Do you
top
think
tower
that
is
means he
under
goes
attack.
BKB or
Yeah.
an armor item?
You need the BKB because the aren't going to take damage. You're
Right.
dying to magical.
Nice pick up here from Resolution. He's going to be able to grab Weehaw, pull him in. Trying to get the change done. Yule Scepter goes off, but I don't think it matters too much unless the Glimmer Cape Miracle trying to try and bail him out here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
With all that percentage damage coming out from the AT, he's now dead. Into the back line, though. Looks like mind control. He's going to be gone off by Zion. Should take out. Zion has to commit his life for this one, though. A 2-for-1 so far, but Miracle's going to look for more. Solo slowed down. Glimmer Cape put him out, and he actually still had the defusable. No one going to be fed that cookie. Doesn't hit the stun on the Miracle. Now going to be hit by the stun as well. And no one. He's gone. That's 2 cores, no buyback, and a support. Possibly the other one here. Solo still trying to make his way out. Followed by the enchant.
Dyer's middle
Make it
barracks are
4
under
kills
attack.
for Nigma on exchange for a mind-controlled Dark Sphere.
Yep, and they didn't, I talked about the lack of save on Nigma. There isn't any on VP either.
Yeah.
They expect their morph is strong enough. You look at the net worth, he was already 4K plus ahead of the entire game. But when you're caught in that chrono, that magical, you look at the ET, right? Removing 100% of your magical armor, not just the physical we've been talking about, and then you get popped
Radiant's
on
middle
by
tower
the
is
full
under
Lena
attack.
combo. There's just nothing you're going to be able to do to survive.
Yeah, and he got hit by, what level is Elder Titan right now? He got hit by like, what, 40% of his HP off of that Earth Splitter?
Yeah.
So, you know.
Max HP is damaged. So yeah, sure,
Yeah.
you're full strength, but 4K HP.
Yeah,
you know,
Kuman didn't do
Radiant's
anything
middle tower
wrong.
is under
He
attack.
managed to morph in his strength before he got hit by the Chronosphere.
Yeah.
He went up to 5K HP, but Elder Titan, he just cleaves through that like butter.
Indeed. You can see the issue, right? Where VP, the draft, the morph makes a lot of sense up until this point in the game, where suddenly you can feel the pendulum start to swing back towards this dire squad. Doesn't matter how many items you have, ET just renders them all purely offensive.
So a very clear wing position in these team fights for both sides, right?
That's the key item. Miracle's no longer a lasso target. Does Rezo have anything to break yet? Because I know he had the pipe picked up instead of the BKB or the force staff. And yeah, there's the force coming out. They'll have to be real quick about it because there's a manta on Miracle too. If you see the bat, boom, pop mana, there's no lasso coming out.
Smoke
Radiant's
up
bottom
here,
tower is under attack.
playing around the Roshan pit. Roshan's not due to respawn for quite some time, but they still need to control that area. If your bird
Radiant's
is
bottom
prone, they
tower
need
is
that
under
extra
attack.
life. It's the way to counter the Chronosphere. Even the cheese would be helpful for no one.
So something I think we saw Gambit do in one of their games a couple days ago that I would have liked to see from VP, which was just more emphasis on the BKB timings and then grabbing the gem. Because Nigma, it's really been about the vision. That's why they're just fighting so hard to stay inside this game. That's why they've been so successful. There's so much. They get find that big spot.
Search for a miracle. Yulscepter does manage to find resolution here, but he flies down the cliff as a missed LSA time on that Yulscepter. Allows resolution to escape for free. Miracles going for it. Managed to hit the chronosphere onto 2. It's going to deal with that fighter first. Trying to identify him. No one managed to get off his CKB, so he's going to be good for now, but he's trying to drain some of that damage. That's WePlay on the right-hand side. We're going to focus on mind control. Trying to manage to get off the vacuum wall. He's going for Kumin, but Kumin, he's going to be able to finish off. That Zombo wait for it. Just a little bit of damage should be able to get it. Zion's going to actually die. Both GH and Kuro, they're both going to be chased down by the big, scary Waterman. Is adaptive strike. GH teleport. That's 3 dead. Virtus Pro strike back.
What a hell of a game, man. Back and forth. Both teams trading fights. That was just a little overextension to Miracle because he got 2, right? But no one, again, fast enough, gets the BKB off the team. That's the target they would have preferred, but nope, immediately into the back rider. And that is just not a target that's going to be relevant enough to win you that engagement. Also, nice backside initiation. Solo just spamming his ultimate on the choke, and then the Doom comes out of Molina. Yeah, we survived, but he didn't get off any damage. Thus, there really isn't any damage to speak up for this draft.
So he knows that Nigma might be a little desperate at this point in time, so he's flying around in the trees, making sure that no one's getting close to the Rogon pit. Just a stomp for now, and Miracle, you can approach if you want. You have no Chronosphere. I can't possibly see this fight. Aegis and cheese for Kumin and no one. Nigma, they're still sticking around here, a little surprising.
That was sick. He actually, he Lincoln's Wii.
Yeah.
Because last out there and most likely dead. So again, further example of why this team has been with it for so long. You've got to beat them. They're not going to give you anything for free. Like the Halberd choice on no one. If he's quick enough, he can either cancel Lincoln's on the void, which is helpful, and in addition to evasion against a hero that is still about 3,000 gold away from MK.
Now, it looks like Virtus Pro, they want to take this timing. They're not going to go high ground immediately. We saw a line being drawn by Kumin. He wants to keep all the lanes pushed in. But Nigma, they're going to take this opportunity while they're limited split to just get a simple pick off. It's going to be Solo chased into the trees. Once again, that Glimmer Cape is buying him a lot of time, though. And now the fight is going to be forced onto Nigma. No one attaches himself onto Kuro. Kuro, a little bit faster than that Razor, will manage to get away. Much of his damage been drained, though, and that's why Nigma should back off here. After all, they're fighting into an Aegis.
They can play with so much speed, right?
Yeah.
The extra time walk range, Weehaw with the Blinken and Aether Lens, that's what gives them that edge, right? Because they can threaten you with 5, but then the moment they get the whiff that, hey, this isn't the fight you want, 2 seconds and they're out of range. So it's very tough to play on that knife's edge for VP, where you're not susceptible to getting crushed in 5-on-5, but the moment you sort of have the right spacing, also knowing when to collapse and actually start chasing back.
Spider legs. Zion puts himself on a cliff, trying to get some temporary vision out. Meanwhile, no one taking some damage here. Yulscepter, LSA, self-Yulscepter going up, but at the same time, they do manage to get to him. Zion, who was sitting on that cliff the entire time, spotted out the point, blinked on him, got him with the Doom, and now it's going to be no one pursuing for more inside the base. They've already got the double kill for Kumin. No one's going to get a kill of his own, but a surge allows Weehaw to be able to escape. Get back. There is a buyback from Miracle. He's ready to go with the Chronosphere, but Nigma needs to force he's going to buy back. He's going to try and TP in, but they're holding my control farther away. They're going to try and catch him, but they do manage to get the Chronosphere onto that Warplay. Kumin's going to be traced down. He's dead. 90 seconds on the clock. No one tries to go for its speed, but it's in BKB wears off. A Yulscepter will stop him. 2 more dead once again. Virtus Pro. I thought they just had the advantage. I thought this could have been the killing blow.
It's all on the guy. It feels like it always is in these sorts of scenarios. The mind control Darkseer just getting the wall back off, keeping his Morph-Fusion alive, immediately microing it, ion shells it, surges it. That's what forces Rezo out of the base. That's what actually does enough damage to put Kumin in position where he's going to die. And then Miracle with the wherewithal to buy back, have the Chrono, that respawn. Dead. There's an Elder Titan with all sorts of armor. And then I found another.
Bleed any more kills like this. Resolution, though, is very tanky. And Alina alone will not be enough to put him here. And I don't know if the buybacks are going to be forced out of EP. They may be just losing a lane of barracks here. Kuman doesn't actually have a buyback.
They already have the mid-back, so Cap. So this is really just an equalizer, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Nigma wouldn't be able to go drone nor get a tier 2 on either side. So you're okay here as VP, but you know, you've got to respect the strength of Nigma's lineup. Your Morph will die in a Chronosphere.
So trying to do his best to actually push Nigma back away from this barracks without having to commit the real defense.
Do they have double Vlads? There's a little bit of a mystery there from VP. It looks like both Solo and Doom have Vlads indeed.
A little awkward attempt at initiation as no one is coming back up, but the link protect Max allows no one to be able to follow up with a cookie stud. Now mind control is stuck the other direction, but it's found that this third will not allow him to get away against the Yorker. He gets off the wall vacuum because why not? He'll get some damage down, create illusions.
That's huge though, because even if you have a buyback, there's no wall, and that is a huge tool. You consider you're getting more flank. Another downside of the hero later on in this game is that because you're such a stat-based core, your illusion is effectively just as powerful as you are.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
You're just giving away your carry. But now you don't have that threat, and VP, they're going to look up. They've got Lasso. They're looking for Miracle.
Almost grabbed him. 2 minutes with the Lasso. So important science is going to be able to get off that Doom as well. Hit him, and he's gone. No buyback there. 2 minutes on the clock without a Chronosphere. Nigma, they have nothing left to be able to defend this. It's now Verdant Pro just running 2 lanes of barracks. They can head to bottom, get the Megas as well. I'm proud. Coleman! They have this! And now we just got caught by a little play. No one's gonna try and somehow clean this up by finishing out the melee rat first. Going for Weehaw, activating his BKB. Gets off the Eul Scepter with that link. They're close to the side. If they have 84 steps, they can save him, but they just don't have enough. He does have a buyback though, with a 2-man stop. Oh, they've all been gone. Burley's bro. There's just me to get White here is now Science is gonna be the last one to be run down. Looks like even Solo being chased by GH. Fortunately, Science with the deck away and the spider legs gets him to safety in the trees, but the stop. Oh,
that would have been huge.
That would have been absolutely massive, but he does escape. Solo may be able to do so as well.
Look, click on Weehaw's hero real quick with that ag and wait, what?
Solo. Ooh. He saw he got a little hit from his illusion, and now Solo should be dying through the trees, gets punched in the face by the stapler.
Look at the Aether Lens on Wii, right? Look at that Aghanim. Alt-click over this Laguna Blade. You don't expect how much damn damage is it going to do.
850.
Pure damage.
178.
1100 pure damage. Kuman did not expect to just get extinguished inside the base, and now what's
going on? For Science, they're going to buy back on Solo here, trying to protect his 4 position.
But that was without Miracle. That was P's window.
Yeah.
Like, you killed the hero that mattered. All you've got to do now is play a little more conservatively, but that's, again, the problem trying to win this game, is that Weehaw is casting spells effectively from out of your screen, as is the Elder Titan. It is a deceptive amount of damage, and you can tell that the Morphos is certainly not prepared for it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Small, very small time to error from Kuman, and now this game is still recoverable for Nigma. Otherwise, they would have been matched up against Megas.
And think about the composure, right? That seemed to be the big difference there, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, you lose your hard carry, the guy that's won you the last 2 engagements that you took for 2 minutes. Some teams maybe just call GG or throw their bodies worthlessly at the enemy to feed away before GG. But they don't even hesitate. They know exactly what they've got to do. They take out the Morph, and VP, they get a little overconfident, right?
Yeah,
they smell blood, and in their bloodlust, they go a little deep. They lose their Morph, and then bonus heroes on the outset. Luckily, they do preserve the jet. That third Roche should at least ensure they'll have vision advantage on their side. They can control this half of the map, but it's going to be that third Roche fight, and we've talked about it. What's the strength of this Nigma lineup? It's taking fights around choke point objectives. This Roche pit is perfect, and yeah, you missed the last 2, but this is the one that really counts.
So in a Roche engagement, the third Roche of the game.
Boots of Shacklow on the Void for a bonus 1,000 HP. Who needs mana?
3,500 HP on a Faceless Void with Backtrack, by the way. So just add in another 25% to his HP pool.
Yeah. And you look at the talents, right? Miracle knew, I don't have damage problems this game. I have an Elder Titan on my team. I'm going to go full utility and ensure that at this point in the game, I'm as survivable as possible. And the full magic build for Wii as well. They have hit 2 level 25s, soon to be 3. GH is level 24 in this game. That's nuts. And don't disregard his just raw right click damage. You get a bunch of spirits off, and you just start smacking people with that briefcase.
They're going to try and stop Resolution here. They'll be able to grab before he gets that outpost. They poke at him. They're going to try and get this kill at a distance, but Rezo's too tanky for that. And Virtus Pro, they concede that high. They're not going to try and keep this fight. But the fight maybe forced onto them. It's a long round. They get the two-main Chronosphere with the ultimate on top of that. But can they actually burst down this WePlay? He's still in half health. Will be able to waveform one away. Nigma. Instead, they're going to turn over to Resolution. Miracle looks for that next kill in a core. Should be able to get it as Resolution flies away. They actually have to back away from it. We got to the back. He actually killed Roman. Now no one's going to be chased down as well. He activates his BKB, tries to go for a TP out. His enemy stop at the heavens. Halberd was beautifully placed out to prevent that. So no one does manage to get out, but Solo, he's gone for 100 seconds. Zions is gone for 45. A buyback was already forced out of Kuman, and they still have Roshan on the table, Kyle.
Oh, they do indeed. They're going to collect that. They're maybe going to be able to kill this tier 2.
Tower is under
the wave is way too far up top. You were talking about this guy. VP have 2 melee racks, and it just does not feel like that is relevant at all. And a big part of that is Weeha. He's got the bots up. Soon he'll have that secondary link. You can't waves don't matter. This hero can spam them out no problem. He even got the Dragon Slave 25 talent, so he's going to clear these waves no issue. And then look to be able to take engagements. So suddenly this is Nigma's game to lose. Roshan, luckily for VP, has not spawned yet, I don't believe. Otherwise, this game might just be over as we speak because none of these 2 heroes dead at buyback.
Yeah, that's a very late Roshan. Finally got a spawn here, but at this point in time, you might as well wait until you have Chronosphere. How much longer do we have? No, you just go for it. Just go for it now.
How do you stop Miracle? He's going to be constantly getting that secondary Lincolns applied. He has near 4,000 HP.
Well, they're going to try. Poke at it here. The Plasma Field to be able to get some vision over to Roshan. Maybe they can somehow get inside this pit with Resolution, grab some of these items. Roshan just down to 1,000 health. They are going to finish it up soon. VP needs to be able to get inside the now. They're starting in 2 minutes. The new Miracle's being focused down in 2 minutes. Smack him into the wall. That's going to be able to control that from Virtus Pro. Look at it. He snatches it away. Now Kuman left all by himself in the Roshan with that buyback.
Again, mind control. He got the and immediately refreshes the back. Kuman, no buyback.
And that's it.
That's it. That's it. But the Miracle was dead with no buybacks.
In the heat, with the roar of the crowd, Virtus Pro, they saw Game 1's victory in their grasp, and they slipped, Kyle.
We talked about it for what, 40 minutes? A near flawless performance. A couple miscues here and there, sure, that's going to happen, but it's just straight up Kuman had 1,100 health instead of 12. And he dies, a couple of his allies die, and their window shuts dramatically and incredibly quickly, but this is the danger when you play against a team of this caliber. Shouts to Weeha as well for going off. I felt like him and MC specifically are the only reason that this game lasted